Hello, in this video I'll show you what I'd like you to do for your next Noteflight assignment. What you're going to do is actually modify the first assignment that you completed. So log into Valhalla Noteflight, go to Groups, and then College Basic Musicianship, go to Scores. You should see the two assignments we've completed so far. Click on the first one, which was the Lyrics Tool Intro back on October 5th. I'd like you to modify a couple parameters, and then I'd like you to sing this piece, record yourself singing it, and upload that video to YouTube and attach the link. Here's what I'd like you to change. Make sure you have the pitch set of tools. It's nice to have them up here, easily accessible. Also measure. Those will help you out, and tempo as well, so that they're all visible here. That will help you out as you make these changes. The first change I'd like you to make is simply to change the tempo of the piece. I'd recommend pressing Command A, or highlight the first measure, hold Shift, highlight the last measure. This creates a range. And here in the tempo tool, you can modify it or type in a new number, whatever you like. So I'd just like you to do that, change the tempo, make it a little faster or slower. I'd also like you to transpose it. This right now is in bass clef, and it's comfortable for most bass singers. Even if you are a bass singer though, I'd like you to modify it. Here's the easiest way. I'd like you to transpose it. The easiest way is to, again, press Command A, select the entire passage, all 8 measures. Your pitch tools, be careful, sharp, flat, and natural will change either an individual note, or if you have a whole section like this highlighted, it changes everything. So by pressing sharp, it made every single note sharp. So that's a little dangerous. That's not transposing though, that's not what we want to do. I'm going to undo that. Likewise, flat would make every single note flat, but that's not what we want in this case. We want everything basically to move up or down proportionally. That's what transposition is. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can click on this transpose tool. You select your direction, up or down. Let's say this was comfortable for you, like you're a bass singer. You might only go up, and then you put in a number for the interval. So this was comfortable for my voice. Maybe I only want to bring it up a minor second, just a half step. It automatically raised everything a half step. It did not, however, change the key signature, so I have to click on this key signature tool, the Change Key Signature button. And I moved it up a half step, which means now I'm in A flat major. It was in G major. Once I do that, you'll notice now my key signature has 4 flats. All the flats went away next to the notes because they're all in the key signature now. This will still sound like do, re, mi, re, do, and you'll have your solfege written in with your lyrics already. So that didn't change, it's just our starting pitch is now A flat. We're now in the key of A flat major. If you're a bass singer, this might be all you need to do. Record yourself singing it on solfege with hand signs, upload that to YouTube, and attach the link. Here's a couple things though to keep in mind for everyone. There's a couple other ways to transpose. This half and 8 moves by half step or octave. So let's say I wanted to move that back down to G major. I could do that. Now it's in G major, I just need to change the key signature back again. You can keep pressing it to go higher or lower. As you go up, it expresses things as sharps, and as you go down, it tends to express things as flats. You'll see what, if you just mess around with it, you'll see that. Octave will move things up or down an octave. I'm going to revert back to G major actually. I'll put the G major key signature back in. Let's say you're an alto or soprano. Here's what I'd recommend. Select everything, transpose up an octave, and then select treble clef. Now this is looking like it would probably be comfortable for most alto singers. So now you're in a good starting spot. If your vocal range is more soprano, then again use the tools up a half step, and maybe C major is really good for your voice. Again, change the key signature to match what you see. So now we're ending on a C, beginning on a C. So we wanted to display the key of C major. There should be no accidentals, no flats or sharps or naturals displayed within the music. They might be in your key signature depending on your key, but if you line it up right, then there should be no accidentals within the music itself. Last thing to keep in mind, this is dangerous. Next to that half-step tool was the up and down arrows. They will change notes within a key. Here's what I mean. I'll start by selecting a single note. If I click the up arrow, there's a keyboard shortcut. It's the up arrow on your keyboard. It moves it up within the key that you're in. So I'm in C major. When I clicked up, it changed that note to a D. It did not change it to a C sharp. So it just goes up the next note, whatever that happens to be in a scale. If I press again, I'm up to an E. If I press once more, now I'm up to an F natural, which was only a half step from E, but it doesn't matter. It's just going through the scale. I'll put it back to C where it was. Therefore, if you select everything and then click this move up, it moves everything up, but it stays in the key of C. So what happened was, I'll go back to the original. This was Do, Re, Mi, C, D, E. By clicking the up arrow, you now are starting on the pitch D, but we're still in the key of C major. So this is now Re, Mi, Fa. And you've now messed with the relationship between the pitches. So now this sounds like Re, Mi, Fa, Fa, Mi, Re, which is a very different melody than Do, Re, Mi, Mi, Re, Do. So just keep in mind that this does not maintain your proportions and your series of intervals, so it changes the melody of your music. Whereas transposition, these half-step or octave tools, or this transposition tool, that will maintain your melody. It will sound the same, it'll simply start higher or lower, depending on how you set it. Okay, so that's a bit about transposition, changing tempo, changing some parameters in Noteflight. Thanks for watching, good luck.